How's it going, everybody? Today, because we're still working on the Can-Am 450, we are trying to get it ready for grass drags that are coming up. So the next step that we have to do is put a kill tether on it, because there is none. Kill tether is so if you fall off the machine will die, shut off so that it won't keep running away. The issue, well, we should start with, so the KLX 110 that we have, it does have a kill tether. We have drag raced it. The clamp is loose currently, but so with the KLX, and I can quick show you how the kill tether works. We're going to start the bike. One more. So, running. So how it works on the KLX is you have one wire going to a ground. I just have it grounded to this bolt. The other wire goes into the coil. So it grounds the coil out. Now that I have it unhooked, the only way to shut it off will be the shut-off switch. So kill tether is not hooked up. So now this kill tether is going to get repurposed, put onto the ds450. Hard thing with the ds450 is it's got a coil there and a coil there. So they run two spark plugs. So you can't just ground the coil out. So it makes it a little bit more difficult because you have to actually ground it through the wiring harness on the bar. So after looking at the schematic, I remembered that Can-Am does some dumb things. So with their kill tether, you can't go into the wiring harness from the kill switch. You actually have to wire it into the key depending on the kill tether you have. So we like to use the Pro Armor ones. I believe they're normally open or normally closed. Normally open. So when it's pulled, there's no connection. As soon as it let go, it actually makes a connection inside, which then the two wires are connected together, or looped together. So if you had a normally closed, not normally open, you could wire it into the black and white wire that's in there, and then basically all it'll do is break the connection, which would work. But because this is a normally open kill tether, I do have to wire it into the key. And so in the key switch plug, there's a black and white and an all black, and you'll basically just be jumping them across, one in the black and white, and still have that connected up to the factory wiring harness. And then obviously when the kill tether is pulled, it's basically like they're arcing across, which then shuts the machine off. So I'm gonna quick hook this up, and then I will get back to you. Alright, so now that the wires are all hooked up, I'm going to take my little torch, and I will torch it quick. That is how heat shrink tubing works. You get it hot, it shrinks up, makes a seal that normally is watertight. A little hard doing this with videotaping, that's why not working the greatest, and I'm also getting it too hot, but regardless, it'll still work. So, now that that is done, we'll take the kill tether, put it in the machine, make sure that the key is on, start said machine, and it dies. And if we hook it back up, still runs. So now that that is done, I just take electrical tape, wrap the wires up so they look a little bit neater, and when you're putting the plastics on and off, they don't get caught on the plastics. And that's how to hook up a kill tether on a ds450. Just like earlier, I had the one hooked up, well, same one, hooked up on the KLX 110. With our LTR 450, where that inline connector, I can't think of what it's called,
That is going to the coil, and then up by the bars we actually have it grounded. So the same way that the KLX110 is hooked up, we have our LTR hooked up. Also, the LT80 is hooked up in a very similar fashion, just grounding out the one wire of the coil. Thanks.